Hello guys. Welcome to my Pele gameplay. I'm in the jungle right now, obviously, starting on this yellow buff. Let's see. Pop 3 here and get some extra clear on that real quick while you're doing it. Easy. And then you come over here and use your Hand of the Gods on this buff, and then you can get a really early gank right in mid. One. Alright. Now, this is why I got the green pot. See if I can just jump right on her here. Got taunted a little bit. Oh, got her Aegis. Okay. Zeus really didn't follow up too much, but she Aegis'd anyway. Alright, here comes their Kali. She's going to jump on the Zeus. And that's something I can't really help with. Alright, so this is where we get the green pots for this early poke. Alright, I'm gonna go over here and start clearing these up. She actually got that with her thrown daggers or whatever the Kali throws. So that's a little annoying. She's going over the right lane. I'm gonna get a little more farm here, and then I'm gonna go take some of her jump after getting taunted one more time. That's what the green pots are for. Alright, and my first item, the one I'm going into right away, is going to be a Crusher. Kali is really good in the early game, and I'm going to abuse it. I am also going to drop a few extra abilities here, just clearing their stuff as hard as I can. Let's see if I can help set. Alright, that was the jump. We're not going to be able to get much value there. But we can help set clear these, and we can take this down quick. Just get him a little extra value in the solo lane here. And as you can see, I'm running low on mana, and yellow buff is spawning soon. Kali is looking to take my back camps.
Yes. Okay.
Should be fast enough to keep up with her here as long as I leave the 3 on. There's the jump. See, I have no mana, but that was a good game.
Thanks.
We got the solo laner, the mid laner, and the jungler all in there.
You yield to me.
Make sure he doesn't lose his blue. Kali picks me as her target. A little bit salty about that one. Alright, we are gonna back, and we're gonna pick up the yellow on the way out, because no way Kali gets it, because she just died. We don't have enough for it. We need 950 more. We'll pick up another green pot, and we'll pick up a couple of wards. And with Pele, if you pop your 3 and leave it in its first level,
has been slain.
on the way out of base, that's technically the most efficient, because even though you move faster, when it's at the higher level, it burns twice as fast. Anyway. Alright, we need to catch up a little bit on farming now. We've been doing a ton of fighting. With Pele, I like to level the 1 first, then the 2. Well, ult 1, 2, 3.
Enemy ultimate down.
You don't really need to get a golden blade on her because you can kind of just use your 3 to get the extra clear. I'm gonna put these wards out.
Be careful. Ward here.
It's terrible when you can't trust the people who are closest to you.
This isn't really worth that much, but I'm already here and I'm starting to hit harder.
Enemy
So I
missing
can clear
left.
pretty quick. Alright, we're gonna see if we can get another gank in mid. Zeus isn't quite there yet, so we're just working these.
Sounds like fire is back on.
Blew a few more cooldowns than probably needed to, and she's gonna back away because of no issue. Yeah. Alright, no big deal. We're gonna see if she's over here. And we're gonna throw a ward right there for Zeus. And then we're gonna go over into the duo lane. Pick up a little speed here.
They hurt your friends.
Ultimate down.
That's rough. Let's pop right in here on this guy. He should probably just I'm getting a little bit busted up. Yeah, we're gonna miss a bunch of ult. Alright.
Don't cry. An enemy has been slain.
Well, probably should have just backed off as soon as it didn't go well right away, but Pele again is one of those gods that's decent in the early, and so you really got to kind of push your advantage if you get one. Not getting that kill earlier on their jungler back in my jungle was a little bit unfortunate. Farming wise, I'm not too far behind. Their duo lane actually
Throne
quite
is
good.
my
That was
destiny.
Enemy
sad,
missing.
I'll make sure I try to get some of this blue. That was his jump. That was his kick.
You will yield to
Oh, we were
me.
just missing everything. And Kali is here. Yeah, I'm not gonna have that one either.
Me
They
angry.
dumped your ass.
Oof. This is going poorly. Pick up a couple more wards. And we will just do our best to recover from this tragedy that I'm doing to myself.
Enemy missing. Your middle tower is under attack.
Big fight going on in lab. Need to get my yellow buff.
On my way.
Big fight.
Enemy missing right. Have fun.
We might not need the green just yet, but we might by the time this is over. I'm going to try to get around the backside here and see if I can catch up this more.
You cannot save them.
Time to face your doom. Is back
No
on.
more
Alright,
demo
we were able to
boards.
pick up that one, so that's nice.
for work.
I'm not going to be able to get my ult hit on this. Nah, oh well. We get Ganesh a little healing with that. We're not going to yoink the man's farm anymore. We're just going to come over into the jungle and hello, Moja. Alright, well, now I can't clear that. Kali's over here.
Oops.
The throne is my destiny.
Kali is a pretty dangerous fight for us, but at this point in the game, we should be
You
able to
don't
get
need
it.
help.
That being said, she's just gonna get away with a little jump out there. My team couldn't quite clean it up. A little unfortunate. Knock him up. Oh, and then die immediately because I tried to run away and failed.
Redeem my
You
Good
have
on.
been slain.
Alright, and then with Kali, I like to get a Soul Eater too. She's got a lot of lifesteal built in already. And upgraded Soul Eater doesn't have the most amazing stats, but 10 cooldown, 10 pen, gives you decent lifesteal and lifesteal on your abilities. I tend to like to go into that. I lean into a little bit of a tankier build with Pele because the late game,
Your friends.
you
need
really
help.
aren't just gonna with Pele. If you're going full squishy in the late game, you're just not gonna do 100 to 0 on anyone, and then they're gonna wreck you once you jump it. So you got to be really careful with that, especially because they have a Kali. So like,
Attack
if
left
me and the
lane.
Kali fight, there just isn't anything that I can do there. She got 2 of those. Alright, the blue is secure right now. I'm just gonna throw it
always
on my
come
crap
prepared.
ward on it. Get this XP quick, so we won't be back just in time for it yet anyway. You can grab his blue, I can grab this camp, and then I can run over to mid. Alright, don't
Enemy
leave my
missing.
crap ward out
Be
anymore.
careful, right. Enemies incoming, right. Good
Gonna
game.
blink out of that one.
We should not leave them alone.
Keep an eye out on the Kali.
You will yield to me.
Gotta be careful fighting a Kali. Full. That's what green pot with me. Really with this? Alright, that was just uncalled for. And she does pretty good damage. Interesting. I'm a little weak to be going in here, but I do want to, you know. I don't know, I'm just gonna go back to farming.
An enemy has been slain.
Good job, Ganesh. Alright, we're gonna come back in now that we think I've left.
Enemy missing left. Be careful, middle.
Ganesha goes into tank.
Enemy
I can
missing.
run back for
Be
this.
careful.
Show you lightning.
Bye-bye, Mind Flayer.
Don't fear them, friend.
Oh, I'm not gonna catch this. Oh, I missed the one.
That was a bad idea.
Gotta hit those. Gotta hit those if you want any value.
Enemy missing left.
Anyway, after the early crusher, to keep the power spike going, like I said, the power spike kind of falls off a little bit as soon as you get the soul eater, because you have to kind of wind that one up to be a decent item, but it helps you with your sustain in the late game. I like to get a Hydra's as well.
Throne is mine.
You can do a lot of auto cancels on her. They're not like instantaneous auto cancel like a Thor or anything, but I feel like Hydra still gets good value. And then I like to go, what's it, Catechist Shield or Caduceus Shield. I'm not sure how you say it, but I think it tends to be pretty good on her as well, especially with all the healing you get. That'll help fight some of the anti-heal.
Your retreat is under attack. Your left
Some value out of the wards I put up there earlier. What is their guild building? Alright, that makes sense. Fighter's Mask into a mystical.
enemy missing left.
Alright, I should probably be helping out in the dual lane just a bit more than I have been. Oh, Zeus is headed over too, so I'm definitely going to head over. Ooh, Zeus is getting wrecked
Out
by his
of mana.
Kali, which is kind of unfortunate.
They hurt your
Oh,
friend.
she got the big heal.
Your right tower is under attack.
You have slain an enemy.
Your right tower
Ah,
has
it's
been
slowed.
destroyed.
Pele has pretty hilariously short melee. Oop.
You cannot
Thank
save
you.
them. Mouth breather.
Thanks.
Alright, that was on the AMC for showing up there and saving my butt. Big help to that guy. Now I need to get out of here before I die. Somebody else shows up. Probably not super likely,
Your left tower
but honestly it's my luck. Okay, and I can finish the Soul Eater, so the next little bit of farming I do is start to stack it.
All I need are my
Purchase, get into
extremities.
the Hydras, pick up one more green pot. I know it's dumb
Enemy
in the long
missing
run to pick up a green pot every time, but just that little bit of sustain either through a fight or through something else. If no one's building any anti-heal yet, which Morgan Le Fay is, but that's what the CAD shield is for. It counteracts, it almost completely counteracts a single anti-heal item. And it basically
An
does
enemy has
counteract
been
the
slain.
general debuff, this right here. When you're not in a fight with a god, you have lower healing. Caduceus Shield basically counteracts that, and it almost fully counteracts a single anti-heal item. Oh, my hits are decent too. Okay, forward. Get a little more blue farm. Grab this one. That was Guild's jump. He's on the...
enemy missing right.
Should put these wards down.
Enemy missing left.
It's terrible when you
Cancel
can't
that.
trust the people who
ward
are
mid
closest
for
to
him.
you. You will yield to me.
Try to quick clear that,
back
'cause people are
on.
all over the place here. Oh, gotta go save my boy.
Enemy missing. Ultimate is down. Retreat
Okay,
middle
seems like
lane.
he's fine for now. It's 30 seconds till his ult, 40 seconds, whatever. Alright. Gotta keep our eyes out. We got something going on over here and left. Try to pretend like I've left to go do something stupid. Come back in. Or just get back for it. Alright, and we leave. Still being chased a little bit. Kind of like the way that's cooldown just a little. Zeus, if you can stop blocking me, that'd be great. Pop the beads here, knock up the
cannot
Kali.
save
Zeus
them.
can get the hits on her. Clear this from here, might as well. Alright, waiting on my 2 to go in on the Who.
Throne is mine.
Alright, he got his jump, which is to be expected. I was kind of hoping
An
he was
ally
down because
has
we're in the
been
middle of a
slain.
fight, but
An enemy has been slain.
you don't always get what you want. Hui's back here, but I can't really get at him. Oh, he's over the wall. I don't think we chase any harder. I think we just go farm now. I say as we all run it this way. Okay. Let's see if we can get this red. Nice. Dude.
Is back on.
Always take the enemy red buff if you can. Ooh, purple buff too. Nice. So that's buffs down for the enemy, which is good for
You
everybody.
will yield to me.
Taking this farm. How much do I need for the hydras? Okay, good. I can grab that. We'll tank this for him since I'm backing anyway.
Your friends need help.
Thanks.
He's backing anyway too. Okay. All right, we'll grab the hydras and then we'll go into the CAD shield, which is part of this tree, so it's just easier to find it that way. But first, we'll grab that. And then we'll head out. Pick up the yellow buff. There's a
ally
fight
has been
going on,
slain.
but I'm the jungler. I need the yellow buff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get your yellow buff. Come up, do this. So I've only got 100 power, but Pele still hits pretty hard at this point in the game. I could try to jump in from the side here.
I always
Your
come
middle tower
prepared.
is under attack.
Let's see what's happening. I don't really have any pins, so I mean I have a little pin. I've actually got to do something. We'll just there we go. Now my beads are still
You don't
down.
need help.
Oh, thank goodness for the AMC there to clean up.
You will yield to
Oh,
me.
this is bad.
On my way.
All right, we made it out of that fight. That's a good start. Combination of the healing and this guy saving our butt. We really don't want to re-engage right now. We really want to leave, especially because Kali could easily fully heal herself. Get some farm.
You will yield to me.
Although we do have quite a bit of healing right now, so we're actually doing all right. Kind of underestimating my own set of healing at the moment. Try to bait them over here. They took the oracle, so they have vision on that, whether there was a ward there or not. At this point in the game, I shouldn't be buying regular wards anymore. I should definitely be buying.
You cannot
Oh, too greedy. Too greedy. There we
two
go.
mouth breeders down.
Just got dying quite a bit. I don't remember 5 times. It seems a bit much, but
You don't need help.
I mean, obviously it's true.
They hurt your friends.
Systems are good. Place is lit. Retreat! Retreat!
Bitches.
Will not go unpunished.
Set sacrificed himself for our support, which is a strange move, but better one die than both. And our AMC is in Struggleville.
We should not leave them alone.
Yeah, I just couldn't make it there in time. And now I'm Pele's target. Awesome.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Hydra's does not proc off of Pele 3, but it does proc off of both Pele 1, so she doesn't get like any... Technically she has just as many Hydra procs as your average person.
You will yield to me.
Let's see if he's coming here. I'll just hold this.
Thanks. Your taste in the finer things is quite.
Yeah, I don't want to be a dick and take all this guy's farm, so now that he's here, I'll start taking stuff. And he gets his blue. Excellent.
As they say, two is better than
Go
one.
on already.
It's
Enemy
terrible when
missing.
you can't trust the
Regular.
people who are closest to you.
I don't know if we go in on this or not. Oh, we don't.
Enemy missing.
Oh, she would hit me through the wall with
An
that.
enemy has been slain.
I was gonna blink through the wall and then use my 2 to knock her up as soon as her ult ended, but she hit me through the wall with her freaking giant ult. I'd like to save my 2 if possible. It's kind of my disengage slash my
Enemy missing.
engage, so if people hop on me, I can kind of get them bounced a bit and take some of their
Cancel that.
effort away. We'll just snag these quick. Looks like we're gonna see if we can get this done. If anyone shows up, we probably need to disengage and fight right away. Alright, that's probably all. We did manage to get the actual gold here,
You don't
which is
need
good.
help.
We did lose set, which is bad.
Group up. Need healing. Be careful, right? Your middle tower
Holly's
is
right
under attack.
here. Kinda don't. Oh,
Your middle tower has
I don't know
been
how I feel about
destroyed.
that.
Your friends need help.
Just running right past me, alright? I did not need to beads that. That was an instinct play. That was a mistake. Yeah. Just so used to trying to beads every form of CC that comes my way. This might be a bit greedy over here. Yeah, I should have went toward the middle already. How much do we need for a CAD shield anyway? 1850? You know, they don't seem to be in the middle of a big fight at the moment. And, oh yeah, okay, there's kind of
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna avoid that.
They hurt your friends.
And we'll just go back and get this catch up before we take on
Your middle tower has been destroyed.
All I need are my extremities. You will yield to me.
They're taking my yellow buff. That's just sad, man. Feels bad. Anyway, for rounding out the build, I typically like to go finish the Eye of the Jungle and then go into... Oh, hold on. Get something going on. Can't blink through this now. Wow, not deep doo-doo. Yeah, I tried to blink and use my 2 and I got stunned as soon as I went in. That was unfortunate.
You have killed before.
But I feel like if anyone, me and the set, make the most sense to go in for the suicide play there because we're both kind of down pretty good. So it makes sense. If anyone's going to die, I guess our whole team is down a little bit. Hey, trying to yoink the fire giant when you're kind of behind is a play that you sort of have to make. If you're ahead and the other team's getting the fire giant and you're going to kill yourself trying to get it, it might not be worth it. But since we were already behind, it's like we really needed to make a play there. And I went for it. Didn't quite work out.
Yes.
Not that big of a deal. At this point in the game, I just like to vote no because it's not. I mean, it's not going great, but it's not 100% decided at this point. We could definitely come back. They do have a Kali, which is pretty late game. Our Almas and Cobb's later game than their Hu Yi, so it's not, you know, already like fully decided. There's definitely a way to make this work. They already have both primary objectives, so at this point they're probably just going to be shoving towers. That would make the most sense. I'm just going to try to farm up and hit 20 as fast as I can. Finishing off the side of the jungle is really useful. And then for the final item, especially since we're behind, I'll probably pick up another defense item that'll help me dive with more cooldown. More cooldown basically always actually equals more damage. Because you throw more abilities. Like it makes sense. So even an item that has no power or no pin, if it has 20% cooldown, like Pridwin, you get more damage out of it, even though it's not a damaging item. And on this game, I think Pridwin would be good because I like to ult into the fight, try to get on the edge of it, hit someone, and then use those giant cone autos to affect most of the people in the fight, if possible. And Pridwin helps with that because when you dive in, you get your huge shield off of Pridwin. Alright, our Ganesh is in a dangerous spot. Normally it wouldn't be that bad because he's Ganesh, but that's a Kali, and we don't want to mess with that if we can help again, right now we're just trying to farm as hard as we can to try to hit 20. Tirados is hit for a decent amount. Granted, that's just like a farm piece, not a god. But there's someone in the right lane there too. There, hit 20. Okay. Now we back up. We finish the Eye of the Jungle, going to the Protector of the Jungle. It's got pretty good stats. Our attack speed will go up. You know, we got
I don't need any weapons.
more power out of it. So we're almost to 200 power. Get some physical protections, which is good. Their team is primarily physical damage. Their magic damage is mostly coming from Morgan Le Fay, which is plenty damage, but get away. They have 3 damaging characters that are physical. Gilgamesh is probably going to go into an Animosity, and there it is. Although I think, does Animosity do magical damage? Yeah, it's magical damage, oh boy. So that's a little awkward. So Gilgamesh is out here with a Mystical Mail and an Animosity, so he's actually doing a pretty large amount of magical damage too, which is strange, but probably very effective. Fetch that blue money. Obviously don't care about XP at this point in the game. I really need to grab a Sentry Ward on my next back and bring it out to the fire, because fire will be coming back up in what's that, probably like a minute and a half. I don't know exactly how long the Fire Giant death timer is, but with that much of the circle left, I guess like a minute and a half. I know Pridwin's first pick is 900, so I obviously can't do that. Pick up those, and then we'll put Pridwin back on the menu, just so it's easier to get to. 9, 16, 2400. And our middle Phoenix is coming up soon.
Enemies incoming.
Yep. Gonna have to throw a ward back here.
I always come prepared.
Bend. Your left tower is under attack.
Behold the dark arts.
How do you really stop it?
Defend middle lane.
Stay on her. Oh, that was unfortunate. So he did get her once the ult was over. Zeus is going to mid, so we can stay over here.
The art of the unknown.
These two are definitely not the two I really want to fight. Really want to find one of their squishies and jump straight on them like that. Hooey. Is he the one that was over here? I thought there was a Gilgamesh that was over here. Yeah, maybe I'm just kidding. I want to back off of the Ovo so I can keep my blink up. Hooey's jump should be back up by now, so it's kind of just waiting for him to do it again. See if we can catch that. If we can catch the Hooey jump, we can kind of dive. There we go. Of course, that hits me right when I was going to blink.
The dark arts.
If a character like that has a movement ability, or a character has a movement ability like that, you really want to see if you can wait till they use it before you go in on them. Otherwise, they can just leave right away.
Don't fear them, friends.
Which is one of the big things. So, like, obviously I know Hooey's jump is back up now. So we're trying to get Hooey's jump before we die. Otherwise, we just get screwed by something. I'm also trying to... Oh, Morgan's over here. That hit me, which is pretty annoying. Morgan doesn't have any movement abilities, but she has a lot of peel. So before we dive her, we'd really like to try to see if we can get her dragon thingy down. See if we don't get jumped on this yellow. Sort of in a weird way trying to bait.
Attack left lane. Attack left lane.
Okay.
Alright. Get him to jump, get him to jump, get him to jump. Come on, Hooey. There it is. I'm in the Hooey ult, which really hurts. Like, out of it. Oh, keep going back for it.
Your own world.
Didn't quite get there in time.
No waffles for you.
See, so I kind of flubbed the Pele early game, and the Pele this section of the game is just a little rough all the way around.
They hurt your friend.
We're getting people low, but we're just not quite finishing them.
Double kill.
Try this.
So right now it's just Ganesha,
You don't need help.
and they still have their Kali, which means probably shoot through Ganesh. Absolutely can.
Your friends.
Yeah, it'd be hard pressed to say that
It
that's
is
not
too
game.
late.
Your left Phoenix is under attack. Your
I do-
left Phoenix has been destroyed.
Over there. We'll always want to surrender at the end of the game. Just let them finish. And match up with instinct. We're obviously just might be the first one up, but it's still 5 seconds away. I feel like Emoji's kind of messing with their team by putting a little portal thingies up. Anyway, that was honestly a typical Pele game for me. I tend to play her a little riskier, and so sometimes, you know, it pays off, and sometimes it just doesn't. And that was one of those games where it just doesn't. But, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.